Welcome. It's Charles from Hurll Nu-Way, and today what we're going to do, a demonstration of the pre-checks you need to do on a new oil burner. The burner we're working on is a Bentone burner, which is an ST133, which I've got it here. That's the burner. The burner comes complete with flexible oil lines, which makes it more easy to hook up to the oil system. We've got two pipes there. We've got eventually the flange, which flange to the boiler or incinerator, whatever you want to use it on. We've got also a bag of all bits and pieces, fittings, so it will adapt to any oil system you've got. And also you've got a 7-pin plug, which eventually that's where you need to hook up the power to. And the most important thing is you've got a manual, which will be ideal to have go through it if you have never fired a burner before. These burners can be used on hot water systems, incinerators, spray boots, bread ovens, and so many other applications. Okay, so I'm going to go through the pre-checks. The first thing, you have a look at the burner if there's anything has been damaged during transport, which in this case it looks like nothing has been damaged. You check the model of the burner if this is what you have ordered. This burner is an ST133. You've got the label up here, which eventually tells you that the burner model is the burner that you have ordered. But even if you have a look at the box itself, it tells you also that the burner is an ST133, and it's got the power to the burner is 240 volts, which is the right power for us, and also gives you the size of the nozzle, which if I can read it here, yes, it's 1.75. Now, it doesn't mean that this burner only comes with a 1.75 gallon nozzle. The nozzle is calculated according to the capacity of the boiler. So it is important when you order these burners, you give them the capacity of the boiler output, because that's where they need to work out the size of the nozzle to fit on this burner. Now, as I said, we're going to go through the pre-checks. We've done the any damage, we've done that. Size of the nozzle has been confirmed. And the other thing is we're ready to go to the next step, which eventually go through each individual part on the burner. The reason I'm going through this is because it will help you later on if there is any problems. It's much easier to track down where the problem is, and even when you're ordering parts, you're using the right terminology of the burner. You know you need a motor. So these are the parts on the burner. You've got a motor which sits in here. It's a single phase motor. It's a 150 watt motor which drives an impeller, the impeller which produces combustion air, and it's mechanic coupled with the oil pump. Right now, I will go with the oil pump later on because there is other explanations on the oil pump. Then you've got a control box, which is a Siemens control box. On Bentone burners, we always use Siemens control, which is a controller that you can obtain from anywhere. It's not like you are tied up with that type of controller. You can buy that controller from any shop because it's the most common controller. Then you've got the 7-pin plug, which eventually that's where you hook up the power. And over here, I want to show you there is another important thing which is inside here, which we call it the PE cell. The PE cell is a device which will monitor the flame on the burner, that's it. That will monitor the flame of the burner, and eventually also monitor if there is any stray lights inside the burner when they shouldn't. Okay, so that goes in there. So we have covered, now we have covered the control box, we covered the cell, we can cover the motor, we can cover the impeller which is sitting in here, and we covered the pump. Now there is another issue, there is another part in here which I want to show you. Which is sitting here. This is the ignition transformer, which eventually generates 10,000 volts. The reason for that transformer is to create a spark so we can ignite the fuel. Now, this is the internal part of the burner. If you can see, you've got a diffuser plate, which eventually spreads the air and spread the fuel coming out of the nozzle. Now, if you can see the nozzle, which is sitting in here, which is that part there, that brass sort of nozzle. If you want to have a look on one of the sides of the nozzles, it states that it is a 1.75 gallon nozzle. So if you want to identify the side of the nozzle, you need to have a look at one of the sides of the nozzle, and that will be inscribed. Then you've got the electrodes, right, and the spark is generated between these 2 points, and that's where it creates the spark. Fuel comes out of the nozzle and the burner will ignite. There is another thing also in here, which is going through the pump. That's the oil pump. Once you open this up, 1, 2, 3, 4, you open that, there is an oil filter inside the pump. Alright, so you can see these go 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you take those screws out, there is an oil filter which from time to time needs to be cleaned up. Now, when you look at the pump, you can see you've got an arrow coming up and an arrow coming down. Arrow coming up means the supply line coming in, and the return line going out. And it's easy can be there because you've got an arrow up and an arrow down. They got this sign here, P, which stands for pressure, right? If you need to bleed the pump, you loosen that and you obtain the bleeding through there. The other thing is, if you need to adjust the pressure on the pump, you've got this port over here. That's the setting if you want to increase the setting, the pressure of the pump. The pump is already set, so eventually you don't need to touch it, but if later on for some reason you find that there is not enough pressure, or either the pump is faulty or something's happened, you can increase or decrease the pressure through there. The other port, which is this port, is the port which supply oil to the nozzle. All right. Now, these burners, every oil burner comes set up for a 2-pipe system, which means supply coming in and supply coming out. And what does the pump do is when the oil goes through the system, it will circulate between in and out, in and out. When the solenoid opens up, then eventually it puts pressure through this line, and the amount of oil goes through it according to the nozzle size. If the nozzle is 2-gallon nozzle, that means you're burning 2 gallons an hour. If it is 1.75, you're burning 1.75 gallons an hour. Okay, so that's what we have covered on the burners. Now, the other most important thing is when we start hooking it up to the oil tank. Because as I said, the burner comes into a 2-pipe system, but it's not always you have a 2-pipe system available. You might have a single-pipe system available. And to do that, I will explain to you when we move into the outside, because we're going to fire up the burner, and we go through that system, how you change the burner from a single pipe to from a 2-pipe system to a single pipe system. So that is stage number 1. We will move to stage number 2 when we go outside.